Okay, finally got some light fixtures in to replace the ones I took out. Gonna just try some standard 120 volt light fixtures that you'd normally get at, you can find these at Home Depot, a couple Sylvania and this Oddball brand here. And instead of 120 volts, we're going to hook this up to 12 volts and use some 12 volt A19 bulbs that I found online. These came with some 120 volt LEDs, which is pretty cool. Going with this style for the bathroom. Thought that was pretty cool looking. Got this for out here in the entryway. Pretty cool looking light as well. It's got this, they both have this bubble glass in it. These usually attach to a junction box, which is mounted to a stud in the ceiling or in the wall, or it has some kind of brace bracket in between the studs. Either way, it's a secure mounting point, and it's where you make your wiring connections. In here though, I'm going to just screw it to the surface. It's got our 120 volt LED bulb. I'll save those for something else. If I switch out this CFL here. I like the CFLs though, they put out good light for filming. Fancy. I like these Edison style LED bulbs. Or maybe that's not Edison style. I do have some of those coming. Those should be here tomorrow or the day after. It's got a spiral looking, looks old fashioned. It's really cool. Mounting hardware. And that's what would normally screw onto the junction box. I need to make sure when I mount this, it's not going to jiggle while I'm driving, or else it's going to work screws out and will eventually fall. That is pretty cool. I like it. An open bottom. So normally this would go into the junction box, and this would go on and twist. You would tighten down the screws so it stays secure. This will be kind of hard to mount flat and on a flat surface without the junction box, without the room it leaves underneath of it, underneath that bracket. So I can just run some wood screws, probably some washers to make sure they don't pull through. Almost can't tell a difference. And that's putting off almost no heat. That is so weird. I like it. It is just not, still not quite the same as one of these CFLs for filming. Yeah, it's a little more focused. This is a bit broader. Yeah, that is just not quite the same. I'm gonna have to put that fluorescent back in. This is just, these work so nice for camera lighting. I like how well padded everything is. Yeah, that is neat. I like the look of that. A couple more of the same thing. This will be a 3 light fixture, a bit bigger. I believe that's a 14-inch. This one is anyway. about what that looks like. Just want to make sure you got a good panel back there. It's not rotten. Yeah, I don't think I want to mount that right on a seam. So I go forward. Should also make a mark so I remember which way I had that. This panel's fine. This one doesn't seem to be too good a shape. In case I didn't get that. Cleaning the surface here really good with some 91% rubbing alcohol. And I'm going to clean the bracket. And then I'm going to use some silicone to stick that really good to the roof. Keep it from vibrating around too much. And silicone can stick pretty good if you clean the surfaces really well. Just a little extra measure, since half of this is, you know, not too good. It'll grab a little bit into the insulation panel, but alright, got some adhesive on there. Alright, let's let that cure for best to go 24 hours. Be a bulb right about there, be a bulb right about there, and a bulb right about over here. It worked out good. positive wire on the RV is going to be the, right here will be the gray wire, and green is negative or ground. Gonna want to connect positive to the black wire, which is hot. It's gonna be the center post on the A19 socket, and then white to the green. All right, so we got some 12 to 24 volt LED A19 bulbs. A little bit smaller than they look in the picture, but I tested one already and it does put out a good amount of light. It's got a nice warm color to it. I like them. But yeah, those are about the size of a little refrigerator bulb, but that's all right. All right, I like it. I like the location, I like the style. Let's see if it works. Nice. Oh, that is so awesome. I'm just down here making my bed. I just cannot even tell you guys how much I am enjoying this lighting back here. This is what I needed so bad. %1000 improvement. I love it. I'm going to caulk this base here in a little bit. It's just a little too jiggly for my liking. It'd probably be fine. All right, let's put in a bathroom light. Still a little too blue over here. And that's with just the bedroom light on. The new fancy light. Caulked around that edge, and yeah, it doesn't actually too bad. I mean, compared to the ceiling, whatever. I don't think a little bit of caulking on a light fixture is gonna matter too much. Bit of a bodge job doing that with all the caulking like that, but the other alternative would have been making a plate, mounting the light fixture to the plate, and then mounting the plate to the ceiling. But I didn't want to have to wait to go into town to get some steel. As much as I love working with the steel, I just wanted to do this quick, and that silicone does a pretty good job of grabbing onto things, so that will help sturdy that fixture up and keep it from jiggling around. Here is the Edison bulb. Let's take a look at that. These are massive. These look smaller than they actually are in the picture, and these look a whole lot bigger than they actually are in the picture. Look at that thing. That is a honking bulb. That looks really cool too. I like this. And that is what I will try using here, if it doesn't look too weird in that smaller fixture. Find the center, and then maybe it doesn't really matter which way this is oriented, I don't think. If we put the hole straight like that, then we'll kind of square everything up, I guess. Alright, drew a couple U's, gives me an idea where to pre-drill. Looks good. Okay, this is going to be sitting flat, so I don't want the wires pinched underneath that, so I'm going to drill a hole for some wires to come in through the side. I got connections in there. Pick out a grommer. Okay, I think I want the wires coming out that side. Or there. Alright, just got that cut to length. And since there's a couple barrel jacks or bolt connectors, I'm going to put some of those on. Negative side, positive side. Give it a grip. Give it a check. Alright, there's our lamp. Alright, that's on there pretty good. Okay, negative. Alright, so that is now wired back into the switched circuit for where the old bathroom light was connected. It looks good, I like it. Another cool little fixture there. I love the bubble glass. Yeah, that's pretty big. Yeah, I'm probably gonna stick with one of the other bulbs. It works. God, that's cool. I love that twirly element. Oh man, I love the color of it though. I mean, it's a little dim. Like really dim. It does turn off. But I like it. It's like too dim to be useful, but it's, I mean, like if I'm up at, you know, the mirror doing something, I feel like if I put one of those other bulbs in, I can at least see what I'm doing when I brush my teeth or when I'm shaving. But you know, taking a shower, and yeah, that's a little too dim, but I like it. That is cool. Yeah, I can't tell if you guys can see that. Looks a little washed out there, but it's the twirly element, being as dim as it is, it's really visible and easy to look at, and it's really cool. It has a cool effect to it. You know, that would be a perfect night light for taking naps or something. Yeah, lit the more useful. Doing the same thing, making some marks with the bracket. Pre-drill, get a couple wood screws that are maybe about 1.5 inches. This is bringing me back to my apartment maintenance days. That looks cool. I like it. All right. Oh my gosh, I love it. Freaking awesome. That works better than anticipated. Ouch! Shitting myself on these friggin' I-beams. Alright, let's clean up my mess and call this a victory. I'm really happy with this. Very nice. Yeah, looking good. Gosh, that is so great having some light up here finally. After all that time. I think I will just stick with that bulb. I like that. so nice. That freaks me out so bad, but I had to do it. 12 volts, baby. Can't get shocked. Very cool. Very happy with this job. Thank you everybody for watching. Got lots coming up. Stay tuned.